Hey folks, and welcome back to Lonely Horde Guitars. So today we're going to start trying to answer the question that I get asked the most. How long does it take you to make one? Now for solid bodies, I've got a pretty good notion. The charity build I did a few years ago, I knocked it out in about 3 days. So 25 to about 30 hours is what it takes to do a solid body, depending on complexity. So the gap in my knowledge is really around acoustics. And I probably should have tried to figure this out before I started a business, but here we are. So the first acoustic I did was a kit from StewMac, and a lot of the work is really done for you. It's basically gluing some stuff up and some sanding. All the sides have been bent and everything's dimensioned already. There's really not that much to do. The first one that I did completely from scratch was bracketing, probably one of the worst times of my life, and so I wasn't really paying attention. Then I moved into doing them in batches. First I did 5 OMs, and then now I've worked on 6 jumbos and dreadnoughts that I've been working on for about the last 6 months. And while all this is going on, I'm building my jigs, my templates, and sort of working through the processes and skills I needed to make this repeatable. So it's really kind of hard to narrow it down and go, well, this takes X hours, because it's spread out all over multiple things and lots of different tasks. So today we're going to start a brand new build, and we're going to time it. And I'll release videos to show the progress and the time so far. We're going to figure out how long it really takes to make it, assuming you've already been sort of set up to do this. This is not starting from scratch as a brand new guitar maker, but as somebody who's probably, deep into their journey. So what's the plan? So here are the bits and bobs that we're going to use for the build. We're going to start with some Ovenkal, or sometimes called Chedwa, back and sides. It's very similar to rosewood in terms of its sort of tonal qualities and how it works. And we're not going to be completely from scratch, so I probably will use some binding that I've already prepared. And internally for the side bracing, a little bit of maple, and we're probably going to use Spanish cedar for the kerfing. I want rosewood for the fretboard and for the bridge. I'm going to use the goat for the neck, mahogany. Probably not this particular cut, though I want something in this tonal range. So it sort of pulls the oranges out of the Ovenkal. But this particular cut it's a little bit too riff sawn for my taste. The top is going to be this Sitka spruce top. It's got some bear claw in it. Let's see if we can make that show up on camera. And then a rosewood rosette. That's the current plan. I may get into it and change as aesthetics dictate. I think for bracing, because the Ovenkal it's pretty hard and stiff stuff, I may go for Spanish cedar on the bracing, or some parts of the bracing, instead of going for all spruce. But we'll see how that goes. If this is the kind of thing that you're interested in watching and learning about, then please like, subscribe, and we're going to start now.